Hello everyone, I am Cindy from Crocket Crochet. Today I'm going to teach you how to make these cute animal balls for the Gumball Machine, and there are 24 of them. The size is 3 x 3 cm and the whole work use 3mm crochet hook. Okay, so these guys are tiny. In this video, I teach you the first set, which is land and sea. There are 6 animals: penguin, narwhal, seal, polar bear, pig, and boar. These animal balls are for functional gumball machine, so you can just roll it like this, and you can find the tutorial of the gumball machine in the description. And other animals are coming soon as well, so you need to wait for the next video. Alright, and this is my creation, Amy the Candy Girl. If you like it, you can check out the tutorial in the link below. All the tutorial and pattern are free, but if you want to support me, you can purchase the PDF version as well on my Ravelry store. The link is in the description box below. Make sure to check it out. For the equipment, I use felting wool and felting needle as a decoration, but this one is also optional. And the yarn I use is a fingering size and also the fluffy yarn. And the needle crochet hook 3mm size, 4mm back piece polyester fiber. In this video, I teach you how to make the basic ball. Then we will go to the penguin, the narwhal, the polar bear, and how to make the legs embroidery, pig and boar, the seal, and also how to make the fluffy ball models. I'm sure you will enjoy it. Now, let's get started. First, we start with the basic ball. So there are 2 types of the basic ball. The one with the eye holes, you will use 4mm beads at the eye, and the one without the eye holes, you will use embroidery. So most ball will have the same pattern, but it will change according to specific color. So if you see the ball with the eye hole for row 5, you will make 2 chains, skip 1 stitch. Then the ball without the eye holes, you will make increase instead of 2 chains, skip 1 stitch. So this way you won't have any hole on your balls. Alright, let's start with the illustration. For the first row, we make magic ring 6SC. So if you guys don't know how to make magic ring, you can just go to any website and find the description. So this is basically the magic ring. Just make 6SC on the ring as I am showing you right now. And after you finish 6SC, you just pull the yarn to fasten off the loop and have the circle shape like this one. After that, you can continue second row, which is increases for 6 times. After you finish this row, you will have 12 stitches. Okay, this process is not hard. It is quite basic, so I just want to skip to another process. Alright, this is increase. And then for changing color, you will change the color based on specific pattern. This is how you change the color. For this one, I have the penguin as the example. So I am changing a white with blue color in order to create the pattern on the body of this penguin. Next, the tutorial for the eye holes. For the eye holes, you will normally work on row 5. When you do it, just make 2 chains like this, and then skip 1 stitch, and then continue making 4SC. So the 2 eyes will be like separated by 4 stitches. So make 4SC like this. This is first SC, but I have to change the color as well based on the specific pattern. So keep in mind that you have 4 stitches apart from both eyes, but you need to change the color according to the pattern. Alright, when you have 4 SC already, make 2 chains again and skip 1 stitch, and then continue SC as the pattern. Alright, and then for row 6, we will keep making SC, and on 2 chain of the previous row, which is row 5, you also need to keep making SC on those chains as well. The next tip is that sometimes you need to make the ball with half color stitch. Like if you see that SC with different color, mean that you make half in blue and half in white. For example, what I'm doing right now is half blue and half white, if you can see. Alright, and then after you finish it, you will have the eye hole like this. When you finish making one, and then you can continue the code until row 11. After that, you can fill in polyester fiber. After you fill in polyester fiber, you can make the last row, which is row 12, and then fasten off. And for attaching the 4mm beads in the eye holes, you will need to use the light thread and then just sew the beads. Try to push it inside the hole, and that your eye will be fit in like this. And then you can sew it twice in order to make sure that it won't fall apart. Okay, just sew it again. The other side as well, try to sew the eye beads inside the hole so that you can see it look like this. And then the last one, after all the decoration like wings and leg, you can just sew the end loop to close it. Yeah, finally you can close the hole. So that's it. This is all the basic. Alright everyone, the first one is the penguin. For the penguin, I have already shown you in the basic model, and this is the full pattern for the penguin. You need to change the color based on this specific pattern, and after you get that, you just need to make the detailed decoration. This is the illustration for the decoration. This one is for the beak. For the beak, you will start off with magic ring and then make 2 chain and then make HDC like this. Alright, this is done, and you can just fasten off and cut the yarn like this. After that, let's see how I make the legs. For the legs, you will start off with magic ring as well, make 3 chain and then make SC in the second stitch from the hook like this. It might be a little bit hard because you need to hold the ring all the time when you make this. Alright, after you make 1 SC, the next chain you will have to make slip stitch. Alright, and then after that, you just make slip stitch on the ring like this. Alright, and then you just pull the yarn to fasten off the loop, and then just fasten off the whole thing. So you get this shape. It's just like the duck legs. Yeah. Alright, and then for the wings. For the wing, you will start off with magic ring as well, and then make 3 chain like this. Alright, and then make 2 DC. Okay, this is 1 DC, 2 DC. Alright, and after that, just fasten off. Yeah. Pull the yarn to close the loop and then fasten off and then cut it like this. It's done. For the assembly, I don't have specific where you need to attach it. Just try to attach the beak under the eyes like this. Alright, and then for the legs, just attach it at the bottom of the ball like this. After that, for the wings, just attach it on the sideway of the body. Maybe a little bit under the beaks. Yes. And then attach two of them together. Yeah, now and we are done with the cute penguin. Okay, the next one is the narwhal. For the narwhal, the pattern will be a little bit different for the decoration. And now let's see the pattern. So you have to change the color based on this specific pattern. You can capture the screen, and for the detailed decoration I will have some illustration for you guys. Okay, let's start with the tail. For the tail, just make MR magic ring and then make 2 chains and then 1 DC. Yeah, 1 DC like this, and then make 2 chain again and then make slip stitch on the ring. Yeah, this is a slip stitch on the ring. Alright, and then make 2 chains, 1 and 2. Alright, and then make double crochet. Okay, DC. Alright, and then make 2 chain and then make slip stitch on the ring. Okay, and then just pull the yarn to close the loop. Now it is done for the tail. So after this, you can just sew the middle of the tail and try to shape it. You should shape it like the heart shape. Okay. Then for the fins, just make a magic ring and then make 1 SC. Yeah, this is SC, and then make HTC. Alright, and then make SC 1 more time. Okay, SC. Alright, and then you slip stitch on the ring like this. Alright, and then fasten off and pull to fasten the loop. Make 2 of them. Alright, and then for the horn, this is quite simple. You just make magic ring and then make 2 SC on the ring. And then you can slip stitch on the ring and then fasten off. It is pretty simple, but for the hard part, you need to fold this little piece by half and then just sew on the tip. Yeah, now I'm folding it. I fold it by half and sew the sideway, make it like the cylinder shape because this is the horn of the narwhal. Now I'm sewing it to make the cylinder shape. And then after that, I have to sew the tip in order to make it look more pointed. Now for the assembly, just attach the tail at the back side of the body part and then attach the fin on the sideway of the body. And for the horn, attach it on top of the head. Okay, after you finish, attach the horn on top of the head like this. Yeah, attach it over there. Now it is finished for the narwhal. The next one is the polar bear. Okay, this one is cute. Alright. But for this one, the base body is quite simple because you just need white and you don't need to change anything. But for detailed decoration, let's get into this. Okay, for the first one, for the ear I will do a little bit different because I will slip stitch inside of the head like this. Slip stitch the yarn in like this and then make 3 chain. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, 3. Alright, and then you are going to make HDC. Actually, you can make HDC on the 3rd stitch from the hook. Yeah, HDC like this one. Okay. You will get something like this after you make HDC, and then you just slip stitch into the head again, but it will be the next stitch in order to make the shape of the ear of the bear. You can see the chart like beside here for more information. Okay, and then just slip stitch and then fasten off. For the muzzle, it's pretty simple. Just make magic ring 6 SC and then embroider the nose and the mouth as follow. I decided to use the embroidery because it is easier. But if you guys are good at felting, you can choose to do that as well. Okay. Alright, and now we attach everything together like this. And for the leg, it will be embroidery technique. And I will teach you this technique. I use the Shiba as an example. So this is called 2-layer embroidery. And now I'm doing the first layer. You can see the chart on the left side. You need to make the short line like 4 times. Okay, you can see the Shiba on the right side. Now it's a second layer. You make the feet. For the feet, you will sew the white yarn around the tip of the leg, just like for about 3 times, and it will look like this. Okay, now just do this to the bear, and you will have 4 of them. And now he will have legs and feet. Okay, and then for the pig, this one is very cute. You can use the pink color, and this is quite simple for the base body as well. Please capture the screen for your personal use. Okay, and then for the boar, this one will use quite the same model as the pig, and I will illustrate to you how to make the boar. And actually the decoration is the same as the pig, so you guys can refer to the boar to make the pig as well. And after you finish the base body, you will get something like this. And then for the muzzle, you can follow the chart on the right side of the screen. First of all, make 4 chain. Okay, make 4 chain like this one, and then make SC on the second stitch from the hook, just like this. Alright, and then make SC again, and then make 3 chain in 3 SC in the same stitch. Sorry. Okay, you can refer the chart on the right side of the screen for the reference. Alright, after you make 3 SC on the same stitch, you can make SC, and then for the last stitch, you will make increase. Actually, I think you guys know how to do something like this. It will be the oval shape instead of the circle. Alright, and now it's done. It looks kind of like oval shape. Okay, and then just fasten off. right? Slip stitch and fasten off like this. So you will have the oval muzzle, and then you can embroider the nose as follows, and then just attach the muzzle under the eyes. For the tucks, the boar will have the tucks, but the pig won't have one. So this one is for the boars only. First of all, make 3 chain. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, 3 chain already. And then you will make slip stitch on the first stitch from the hook. Alright, it might be a little bit hard, and I know that my video might not be good to illustrate. You can refer to the chart on the left side, on the right side. Okay, and then you will get this shape after you follow my pattern. After that, just sew the tip of it to make it look more pointed. And that's it, you will get the tucks. And you just make 2 of them and then attach it on both sides of the muzzle like this. Yeah, attach it like this. Okay. Okay, after you finish attaching it, it will look like this. And then for the legs, this part might be a little bit hard, but for the leg, just slip stitch the yarn into the body. And then slip stitch the yarn like this, make 2 chain, alright, and then make HDC, yeah, on the body as well. Make HDC like this. Okay, this is my HDC right now. It might be hard. And then you can slip stitch on the body on the next stitch, or maybe you can fasten off like I do. And then if you choose to fasten off, you need to sew it. Like sew it, fold it halfway and sew it to the body. Yeah, just sew it like this. It might be easier than making slip stitch. You know, you can choose to sew it as well. And now just make 4 of them. The shape of the leg will be like this. Alright? Okay. And then for the ear we use the same technique that I slip stitch the yarn into the head and then make 3 chain. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then slip stitch again into the head, but you slip stitch at the next stitch. Okay, you can refer to the chart on the left side of the screen. Slip stitch on the next stitch like this, and then fasten off. Okay, and it is done. That's it for the ear. Okay. For the ear, you need to decorate it a little bit. You need to sew the tip of the ear to make it more pointed as well, just like what you did to the tucks. Alright. Okay, sew it like this. Just the tip of the ear, make it look more pointed as the ear of the pig. Okay, now let's decorate the pig. For the feet, I embroider the cream color on the bottom of the leg in order to create the feet. Just embroider to have the second color on it. Yeah, let's do it like this. It's quite simple. After that, we will decorate the inner ear. I use the felting wool and poke it with the felting needle like this, because it is much easier to use the felting more than the embroidery technique. Alright. And now just fill the 3 lines on the head and the cheek. So now we get the boar. Cute one, right? Okay, for the pig, you do the same thing, but the pig will be easier than the boar. Okay, then the seal. This one, we will use the fluffy model. For the fluffy model, see this. Okay, you can capture the screen for the reference of the pattern of the seal. Now let's move to the fluffy ball model. So the fluffy ball, you will need to make the smaller ball, and then you will use the fluffy yarn to slip stitch around. So now please capture the screen for personal use, and please notice that you will need to work on the back loop only, and there is only 10 rows. So this ball will be smaller than the basic ball that I have already mentioned about, and please keep in mind that you can follow the pattern on the previous screen and just work on back loop only for the whole work. And yeah, and then after you finish row 10, you will get something like this. So it's going to be the smaller ball with the loop on the surface. Alright, and then you can use the fluffy yarn to slip stitch on those back loop of the balls. So I will show you this. You can use the same size of the crochet hook. I don't think you will have the problem of pulling the yarn in, but if you cannot pull the yarn in, you can use the larger crochet hook. There would be no trouble for that. Just keep doing slip stitch the fluffy yarn inside the loop in order to get the fluffy surface of the whole balls. Yeah, and then you do it for every row, and now you get the fluffy balls. After you follow the fluffy ball from the base model, you can decorate the face as follows. I also use embroidery for muzzle and the facial hair. I will illustrate how to make the tail for you guys. It is quite simple. Actually, it is like the narwhal's tail. So first of all, make 2 chains and then make HDC into the chain, and then make 1 chain. Okay, make HDC first, like this, and then make 1 chain, and then slip stitch into the ring. Alright, you guys, after this, you can just repeat the same step for 1 more time. You can see the chart as the reference, and you will get something like the heart shape, just like the tail of the narwhal. Okay, now it is done, and you can sew it in the middle in order to shape it. Make sure it look like heart, and yeah, just do the same technique as you did on the narwhal. Okay. Then attach the tail at the back side of the body. And then for the hands of the seal, we are going to make magic ring 3 chain. Yeah, magic ring 3 chain, and then just slip stitch into the ring. Yeah, you can refer to the chart on the right side of the screen, and then after you finish, just fasten off. Yeah, like this. Okay, it's quite simple. You will have this shape, and then just attach the hands to the both sides of the body. Alright, now we are finished the seal. I hope you love it. Alright. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like my work, please share, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. It will help me a lot to grow my channel here. And thank you guys so much for supporting me. And also, you can check out my Instagram. If you want to show off your work, you can tag me as Crocket Crochet on Instagram. I'm sure to give you some compliment. Thank you so much. Goodbye. See you in the next video.